Have you ever asked yourself why some states are referred to as Commonwealths and why some states are not, such as the states of Texas and California? This term actually carries some meaning. In other words, it is something, not just an old name. In fact, it meant a whole lot more than one would ever have imagined. The current name, Commonwealth, originated from colonial America to denote a community with a mutual responsibility to govern and protect the public interest. But here's the twist. Texas and California not only did not accede to the title, but they dismissed it as well. And not for lack of effort either. The reason behind this is very interesting and has much to do with independence, diversification, and the pursuit of success. These two giants of American history did things their way and greatly distinguished themselves. Therefore, if you've ever wanted to know why Texas and California are different from the Commonwealth states, then read on. Well, let's try to understand this interesting story. What does the term Commonwealth mean? The term derives from the medieval phrase Commonwealth, which means the wealth of the public, or common good, or welfare. It suggests a kind of administration that puts a concern into people's welfare as its central theme. Historically, Commonwealth has been synonymous with democracy, equality, and the ability to govern oneself. In the United States, it's used without any legal or structural connotations to the term state. For these four Commonwealths, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and Virginia, the title is appropriate from their historical and philosophical antecedent. These states embraced this term during or shortly after the American Revolution, meaning that they wanted to represent themselves as states that supported democracy and collective governance. The title also acted as a rebellion against the British monarchy. By adopting the label Commonwealth, these states made a clear statement that they were different from the aristocratic rule and for the common good. To them, it became a symbol, and they wore this term as a symbol of revolutionary spirit and democracy. However, not all states shared this colonial history or found the title meaningful. For Texas and California, whose paths to statehood were shaped by vastly different circumstances, the term Commonwealth held little relevance. The Commonwealth states. A closer look. Before diving into the unique histories of Texas and California, it's essential to understand the four states that chose the Commonwealth title. Massachusetts. Massachusetts is one of the 13 original colonies and has been a major part of the Revolutionary War. It was on these grounds that the Boston Tea Party, the battles of Lexington and Concord, and similar revolutionary incidents occurred. When using the title of the Commonwealth, Massachusetts underscored its dedication to the tool of civility as well as government. Pennsylvania. Originally called a colony of William Penn, who wanted to give the world a chance to be safe for people of different beliefs, Pennsylvania became a haven for people from diverse backgrounds and beliefs. The fact that it was a commonwealth meant that it was operating on the principles of equality and shared responsibility that had been ingrained in the Commonwealth's constitutions. Virginia. Founded in 1607, Virginia was the first permanent English colony in America and a key settler and model maker of the new nation. The adoption of the title Commonwealth was because the state was an immediate participant in the Revolution to become the United States. Kentucky. Kentucky was born out of the state of Virginia, and this is why it bears the name Commonwealth of Kentucky. Its decision to retain the title was indeed symbolic with reference to the revolutionary past of Virginia. It's not just a word for some of these states, but a representation of their history and constructive pillar of democracy. However, the histories of Texas and California are descended from these traditions in the following ways. Texas, the Lone Star identity. Number 1. A republic before a state. The road to statehood is unique to no other state than Texas. Prior to becoming a state, it was a part of the Spanish territory and later Mexico. It won its independence in 1836 as the Republic of Texas. For about a year, Texas was an independent country with a president, army, and even official diplomacy. When Texas decided to become part of the United States in 1845, it came in as a proud republic for itself. This existing and cherished characteristic of the American people was embraced in Texas and put more specifically at the core of this particular Texan culture. Commonwealth was an important title linked to colonial unity and, more specifically, a shared political style that did not fit the history of Texas. Number 2. The borderline spirit. There was little relief and doubt the hardships of life on the Texas frontier demanded great personal fortitude, valor, and defiance. These traits influenced the development of Texan culture and consequently created a practical identity of individualism among the Texans. Texians saw themselves as being Texan first. They were individualistic and refused to be part of a commonwealth since they had programs of statehood. Number 3. A legacy of independence. Even today, Texas retains its distinct cultural identity within the United States. The state is proud of such an emblem as a flag with a single star on it, which was used when Texas was an independent republic. Today, many Texans refer to their state by indicating that it is their own country. The term Commonwealth, which suggests cooperation, was a poor fit for Texas's fiercely independent identity. California, the Golden State. Number 1. Spanish and Mexican roots. California was part of Spanish and Mexican territories during its early history. California, unlike the Commonwealth states, which were British colonies, was a territory of Spain and, later, Mexico. This legacy did not only help shape the nature of Californians, the appearance of their buildings, and the way their government is run. Commonwealth states joined the United States in some other manner than California, which became a state in 1850. The term Commonwealth, associated with the eastern coastal states, didn't have applicability to California. Number 2. The gold rush and diversity. The increase in the population would come from the discovery of gold in California in 1848, which increased the population by encouraging settlers to come to California. In the same way that gold saw opportunity and ambition, people soon associated California with those very attributes, earning the nickname the Golden State. It seemed quite ludicrous to make Commonwealth the state's nickname. Californians embrace hedonism and individualism. In California, people adopted the mantle of opportunity and advancement as their own. Number 3. Modern California. Today, California is developing as a technological, cinematographic, and environmental avant-garde in the contemporary world. Its population is diverse and free-spirited, making it the coast of innovation. The term Commonwealth, with its colonial associations, felt outdated and inconsistent with California's progressive, diverse, and modern identity, comparing Texas and California to the Commonwealth states. The differences between Texas, California, and the Commonwealth states highlight the diversity of American history and culture. Number 1. Historical context. Commonwealth states include colonies in which part of America was colonized and which had ties with the American Revolution. Texas and California, however, became states under quite different circumstances. The formation of the state's identity was slightly different. Texas had a background of an independent republic, while California was based on Spanish and Mexican roots. Number 2. Cultural values. Governments of Commonwealth states call for the participation of the community acting in the interest of the public. Texas and California's values are less collective and more individualistic than those of other states, remaining closer to simple liberalism, where independence and diversity are cherished. Such disparities are evidenced by their choice to avoid the reception of the Commonwealth title. Number 3. Symbolism. To the Commonwealth states, the title has connotations of colonial origin and democratic values. In the case of these two states, this rejection is an assertion of attitudes and priorities as Texan and California. The importance of state identity. The choice to adopt or reject the title Commonwealth carries deep significance, reflecting the unique histories and values of each state. For Massachusetts, Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Kentucky, the term symbolizes their colonial past, revolutionary spirit, and commitment to democracy and collective governance. It's a badge of honor that ties them to their foundational role in shaping the United States. Texas and California have forged distinct identities that set them apart. Texas's legacy as an independent republic fuels its pride in independence and self-reliance. At the same time, California's roots in Spanish and Mexican heritage, combined with its spirit of diversity and innovation, define it as the Golden State. These identities shape not only their histories, but also their modern policies and cultural outlooks. State identity influences how residents connect with their heritage and how each state approaches governance. For the Commonwealth states, the title emphasizes unity and shared responsibility. For Texas and California, it reflects a celebration of individuality and ambition. These distinctions highlight the diversity within the United States, where each state contributes its unique character to the broader national identity. Well, there you have it, the fascinating and unique reasons why Texas and California aren't Commonwealth states. Their histories, cultures, and bold spirit of independence set them apart in ways that make them truly special. If you enjoyed exploring this slice of American history, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more stories like this one. Let me know in the comments which fact about Texas or California surprised you the most. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.